A lot of times, I'm telling you, I talk to a lot of y'all sometime, and I feel for you. And the reason why I feel for you, especially in America, and why a lot of more men is just kind of considering their options outside of the country, because we live in a global society now. I want you to hear what this woman says about some of you men out here who are good fathers to your children. You're great fathers. You do everything that's right. But do you know there is a potential issue with you being a good father to some women? Let's go ahead and check that out.
It's going to hurt someone's feelings, but what's a green flag that low-key gives you the ick? Oh, I know my answer. And my answer is for surely going to hurt somebody's feelings, but I truly don't give a fuck. I cannot date a man who is a good father. There's always a back-to-school night, a parent-teacher conference, a birthday party, a play date, a recital, a game. There's always something that he has to be at. And as he should, because that is his child.
So this definitely not intelligent woman here takes issue with you showing up for your children, being at your children's recitals, being at your children's game, going to find out about what's happening with your children in school, like what you're supposed to be doing, because when you are a father, that job doesn't end because, for some reason you and the mom is not together anymore. That job doesn't end. So it sounds like to me she's so jealous-minded of the man's child or his potential, the potential relationship that she wants. She has to be the main character in the situation. Men, let me tell you something. There are women like that, so you need to be careful who you're getting with. But they'll be jealous of your child. And a lot of times, you better be careful if you have a daughter, because if you're really a good dad to your daughter, some of them get jealous of that. You understand what I'm saying? So you really need to be careful if you're getting involved with them. One rule of thumb I would say to any of you single dads out there: do not introduce your children to no woman you're dating at all until, my advice, 6 months into it. Now, she may say, why can't I meet your child? Why can't I meet? I'm like, listen, we just have to be together for a while for that, and I don't want my child, seeing me with this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman, this woman. They said, listen, if my child is going to see me with a woman, it's going to be the woman that I'm extremely, we are deep in a relationship. We're going to the next level with it. Yes, then you can meet my child. Because what if you meet somebody a month later, you're like, and then your child asks you, well, what happened to so-and-so? Like that, you don't want your child seeing a bunch of women that you with, you know what I'm saying? So, and if they get offended by that, oh well, get offended. Because I'm protecting my child from not knowing everybody who I'm talking to. It's not their business. They can stay in the child's place. You understand what I'm saying? So for a woman to say something like that, she is not a woman that any man should impregnate. I'll be honest with you. She don't even need a child because she's childish. And okay, so what if a man get with her, right, in their relationship, and he's really love their baby? Well, she's going to have to take issue about that too, because she's not getting the attention. Let's say if they have a little girl. You know how dads talk about their little girls. Will she have a problem with that? That woman is a mental case. That's why I tell a lot of you men out here, especially some of you brothers, do not get smitten about a look, because a lot of the look they have is fake anyway. Okay? Don't get smitten by a look. You better be knowing what's up here with them, because I'm telling you that they can ruin your life. They can cause problems with your children. No, y'all have to get way past that outside. I'll tell you that much. And definitely have discipline. Could you imagine getting that crazy woman pregnant? Could you imagine what kind of problem you would have with her? Oh, my God. But one thing we love about the social media era is that they're telling themselves. So it actually protects you. And then sometimes you can go in the comments section and you can kind of see who's agreeing with that. And you say, okay. Okay, all right, I got it. And then you know what to stay away from. That's why I tell a lot of you, if you go on a first date, that's an interview. That's not a date to be anything more than that. You got to ask certain questions. Listen, you gentlemen don't know what questions to ask. Ask ChatGPT what questions that you should be asking them on a first date. And tell ChatGPT to help me ask these questions in a subtle way. You know what I'm saying? You can ask all kind of questions, to ChatGPT, and they'll tell you exactly how to ask questions to them. And you can ask it, to give it to you on a psychological basis and stuff like that, just so you can get certain answers. You got to do that, gentlemen. You got to do that. because it's better to find out that first date that you on about how she really think than later and you got really involved with her. Now it's all coming out. Because, that's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, that if a man's a good father, that's I guess you say green